Hello, welcome to Time Out with Jolly. It's new year, new look, and new you. Friends, did you ever hear anyone say, I regret taking good care of my skin? Happiness is a habit, and so is skincare. And beautiful skin requires commitment and not a miracle. And today I am on a mission to help you fall in love with your skin again. And for this, I have with me Dr. Panchami Debbarman, who is a consultant dermatologist and is associated with NGM Hospital, Navi Mumbai. Dr. Panchami had undergone extensive hands-on training in all kinds of aesthetic and cosmetic medical science techniques and procedures. Without wasting much time, let's go straight to her. Welcome to Time Out with Jolly, Dr. Panchami.
Thanks a lot for inviting me on this wonderful show and also for the kind introduction. It gives me immense pleasure to speak on topics that are so close to my heart on this wonderful platform.
Beauty is being comfortable in your own skin, and women often say they feel a self-found confidence when they hit their 30s. So my first question to you, Dr. Panchami, is how should women care for their skin after they reach this age, as this is the time when most of the skin changes occur?
Yes, it is true that the age of 30 is being approached with a bit of weariness, anxiety, and panic, especially in women when it comes to skincare, as if a whole new chapter of life is beginning. Some common skin problems that we have noticed in women after the age of 30 are skin dryness that mostly happens due to reduced oil secretion from the glands, and also the dreaded early signs of aging such as fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, dullness of skin, and increased number of pores, dark circles, etc., to name a few. If you are experiencing any of these signs, then it is prime time that you should go for a proper skincare. And last but not the least, the occasional pimple which we think that we have left behind in our teenage and early 20s might occasionally pop up as an adult acne, and it has been increasingly noticed that adult acne is being experienced by larger number of women these days can be due to an increased number of stress in our life, hormonal imbalances, and also genetic predisposition. But there are a number of ways by which we can go for a proper skin care even we have crossed the age of 30s. First and foremost important, I always stress on proper skin cleansing. You need to cleanse your skin day and night, but always do it with a gentle skin cleanser because we need to remove the makeup, the dirt, and unclog the pores. For people with excessive oily skin, can also use a toner followed by the use of a cleanser. Start your day by combating the dryness look on your face by applying a proper moisturizer. But you have to be careful in choosing your moisturizer. It should contain glycerin, hydrating, and other anti-aging ingredients such as niacinamide and peptides. Hydration is very important for a healthy looking skin. Never forget to incorporate vitamin C serum in your routine skincare because it is very easy to apply, gets absorbed on your skin instantly, and is very rich in antioxidant properties. Sunscreen, I believe, should be a part of your skincare regime in any age group. Choose a one that has at least a SPF of 50 because sunscreen helps us in protecting the skin, especially that of the face, from the harmful UV rays, and this sun damage accelerates the process of skin aging. Last but not the least, never forget to treat your eyes. Always choose a night cream or an eye cream that contains vitamin B3 or niacinamide, which helps in preventing the fine lines because the skin around the eyes is the most sensitive one and also the first one to develop the signs of aging. By choosing a proper eye cream, you can help in preventing dark circles and the eye puffiness looks.
Thank you for elaborating on this topic so nicely and in such a short time. But now that you have mentioned about the use of moisturizers, is there any moisturizer that can hide my age? On a serious note, can you guide us on the type of moisturizers we should use and most importantly, how to choose them?
Actually, I really can't deny the fact that choosing the right moisturizer can be a very challenging task. Moisturizers are available in so many different formulations in the market, like gel, cream, lotions, etc., to name a few. And to choose the right moisturizer by trial or error can be really challenging. So, before choosing the moisturizer, you really need to understand the type of skin that you have, whether you have a normal, oily, dry combination, or a sensitive skin, because your moisturizers will vary according to the skin type and also according to your requirements. For example, people with normal and dry skin can benefit from a thick, oil based creamy moisturizer, whereas people having oily skin and combination skin type, which is most commonly observed in Indian women, can benefit from a light water-based lotion moisturizer, whereas people having sensitive skin will benefit from moisturizer containing soothing ingredients such as aloe vera. If you're office going person, then you should choose a light moisturizer for the daytime, especially with an SPF, because increasing number of companies are now launching products that combines the ingredients of both sunscreen as well as moisturizer to make your task easy of applying only one product. And for night you can choose a heavier one. For your face, which is the most important part of the body, you can choose a thick oily based moisturizer, whereas for the whole body, means the other parts of the body, you can choose a light water based lotion moisturizer that can be easily spread over larger areas. Similarly, you can also choose between fragranced versus unscented ones. But one important thing that I would like to point out is that people with oily skin think that moisturizer is an enemy for them, but it is an absolutely wrong fact. Because applying the right moisturizer can actually cut down that greasy look on your face. When you are not applying moisturizer, the skin compensates it by overproduction of oil, which makes your skin look more oily. I'm not telling that any moisturizer is going to work equally good for you. Again, by trial or error, choosing the right moisturizer that suits your skin type can really work wonders for your skin.
Someone once said that the most scary fall is hair fall, and I must say I agree totally on this. लोग कहते हैं लोगों के दिल टूटते हैं, और मेरे तो बाल भी टूटते हैं. So my last question to you, Dr. Panchami, is that hair fall has become the talk of every household, and every second person we meet is experiencing this problem. What could be the reason of this increasing hair fall, and how can we prevent it?
Losing few strands of hair actually is a very normal thing, but you can come to know that you are experiencing severe hair fall when you can see hair lying everywhere in your home, especially on the pillowcase, after you wake up from your sleep, on the bathroom floors, in your comb, etc. In medical terms, any person losing more than 100 strands of hair per day can be said experiencing severe grade of hair fall. So hair fall nowadays has become very common and there can be n number of reasons for that. Like most important are the genetic and the hormonal reasons. Both of them are very important in male losing their hair, and also in women hormonal imbalances plays a very important role because many of us are either suffering from thyroid disorder or experience severe hair fall post childbirth. Teenagers nowadays opt to go for more and more tight hairstyling and also for parlor procedures like hair straightening and smoothening that uses many harmful chemicals. also is nowadays a very important reason for hair fall. Many drugs, such as the ones that are used to treat cancer, that is the chemotherapeutic drugs and the radiation therapy, can also lead to severe hair fall. And last but not the least, very important to mention, our increasing hectic and stressful lifestyle, inadequate sleep, increasing pollution, working out in the sun for long hours, and also smoking and alcohol, etc. All of them can lead to severe hair fall. Multivitamin deficiency is now becoming an increasing reason for hair fall in especially middle-aged women. So I believe the treatment for hair fall is very much individualized and it varies from person to person because hair fall can be of mild, moderate or severe category. It can be permanent or temporary. It can be sudden or gradual. So a proper close examination and elaborate history taking is very important before starting the treatment. But some useful prevention tips for controlling hair fall can be definitely followed, such as maintaining a proper lifestyle is very important. Get adequate sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per day. Always take a balanced diet, but it should contain high protein and fiber intake to promote hair growth. Massage your hair regularly with oil. Try to meditate and de-stress yourself to relieve from that extra burden from your head. Try to take a multivitamin tablet more or less regularly throughout the year and always try to avoid the tight hair styling fashion and also the parlor procedures. But other than that, there are many medications available in the market. One drug that has been acclaimed internationally throughout the world to stop or prevent hair loss is minoxidil. Nowadays, it is being available as over-the-counter drug as well. But I believe before starting any treatment, kindly consult your specialist. Other in-house treatment for hair fall are hair transplantation and plasma therapy, depending on the cause of hair fall and the severity of alopecia. As we are approaching towards the end of today's program, I would like to advise our viewers never wake up tomorrow with a regret for not taking proper skincare today. Because skincare is like dieting, you can never expect miracles overnight. But with efforts and dedication and a committed skincare regime, you can be assured to have a healthy looking, radiant, and glowing complexion throughout your lifetime. In this new year, make a resolution to take proper care of your skin and hair because you are going to wear it for the rest of your life. A very happy new year 2021 to all our viewers. Take care. COVID is still there, but your life is precious. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much for your time and valuable suggestions, Doctor. And thank you all for being here. See you again next week, same time, same show. Bye.